Hello everybody, this is Kyle Ott of Draftradio doing another Modern Masters draft while we wait ever so patiently for M15 to come up online. This first pack is okay. Not too much that's great in it. What do we got? Incremental Growth, Tysis, Glacial Ray, Sporoloth Ancient, Grape Shot, Search for Tomorrow, Moldavine Cloak, Rothy Trapper. I'll take the Trapper. I like Trapper a lot. Nice little card. I mean, Gargadon's fine, but Rebels is a pretty strong mechanic in this, and I actually really like Trapper, so we'll see what else happens. Nope, nothing else is that great. I mean, Glacial Ray is fine too, but we'll take another Trapper. Started from the trap, now I rap. I got crit nades. That was the Great Philosopher 2 Chains for you. Started from the trap. Do not feel all that great. Tell you what though, 2 Rothy Trappers, that's not a bad place to start with. Not a bad place at all. It's good to start more on the cheap side than it is on the expensive side. That's for sure. Oh, what the heck? Huh. Alright, well, we've definitely got some good stuff. We've got a Bound in Silence, which I think is what we're going to take. There's also an Amrau Scout, which I definitely want to start tutoring up for some of these Rebels, but I'd like to get the removal on our way first and foremost. So, that's what we're going to do. More than anything else, I think. I enjoy this set quite a bit. Rebels has fast become, I think, my favorite archetype in Modern Masters to play. It's just really strong. Really strong. Who's taking a while, I wonder? Oh, everybody. Everybody's taking a while. I guess they must have gotten better packs than we did. I'll be honest, we didn't get like that great of a. We didn't really get that great of a start. I mean, we got some decent stuff. Don't get me wrong, but we got some stuff. Tired, man. Oh man. Wonder if I lagged out. I don't think I lagged out. Nope, still here. Alright. Well, sometimes that happens.
You tracking me, bud?
I'm recording, Dad.
Oh, cool.
Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
My dad says hi. A Mario theme song stuck in my head. Bing 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 and dun diddle do 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 do. Alright, there we go. Now we're back. Provided you guys with some fun little music there. Well, we're going to take another Bound in Silence, and hopefully we're going to get the good Rebel tutor cards. Well, we're taking Soulful Recluse, but there was also a not Resounding Silence. It's a different card. Blinding Beam was in the pack. That was the only other one that I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken that so quickly, guys. I apologize. But Soulfilled Recluse is the exact card that we want. Nice, strong little card. Does a lot of work for us. Certainly capable of kind of pulling out some crazy victories out of nowhere. So definitely a card that we want to have, I think. So far, this is going all right. We got some good stuff. We got, we certainly have, the 5 of the really, good common rebels that you'd like to have in this sort of a deck. There's some other good stuff in this pack, too. Avian Changeling is fine, as is Warren Weirding. I think we could take Warren Weirding, gives us a little more removal, although Avian Changeling gives us a nice little evasive threat. So I think we're going to go with the evasive threat. The sacrifice thing is nice, but better to have the cheap beats. All right, now this is definitely something that we're happy to see. We like Hirobi's Whisper quite a bit. I mean, it's just going to go out there and kill him. Drag Down is certainly fine as well, but Hirobi's Whisper is hard removal, and hard removal is good. Hopefully, we will actually get to play this deck. The last couple drafts we've done, we haven't been able to play it. Nobody's been on untap to play, which is kind of sad. I mean, it comes with the territory, but still a little bit of a bummer. The card that we're going to pick is Gleam of Resistance. Nothing quite like basic land cycling to get us a rolling. And yeah, that's nice. Sometimes we're going to use it as a combat trick. Most of the time, it's just going to be there to siphon our stuff. I don't need Fairy Macabre, I don't think. Although I guess I could take Fairy Macabre. It's not terrible. It is a flyer. There are far worse things to take in these drafts than a flyer. I guess we could take that, or you just hate draft Glacial Ray. Or just take Sen's Enlistment. If we start flooding out, we can just really go all in with the Sen's Enlistment plan, I suppose. I don't mind that idea necessarily. We'll take Fairy Macabre. I like having a flyer. And I don't need any of this, so we'll grab, I guess, Take Possession. Hillcomber Giant is playable, although Esperzoa is just a beating in the right deck, but we'll take the card that we can actually play. We're going to hide him, though, for now. I mean, these two are by no means cards that I want to play. Death Denied is all right. Yeah, we'll take Death Denied. I mean, these are all, playable cards, but they're not man, can't wait to go play Death Denied, brah. Most of the time, you're just yeah, these are cards that they exist. We'll take Ethereum Sculptor, as that card is arguably the best one in the pack, and it does the most damage to us. Alright, here we go. Now this is starting to look a little bit decent. There's an Anti-Snitch, which is fun. I like Warren Pilfers and Dream Spoiler Witch, but we're taking Dark Confidant. Our curve is pretty low, too, so we can justify taking the Dark Confidant, I think. Oh, Dark Confidant. Truly the darkest of the dark. Hopefully we can get some of the Rebel tutoring creatures, which is what we kind of need to get those at some point. I don't mind taking Dream Spoiler Witch, if we can get our hands on some instants. But that's I need to find a couple of the Rebel tutors. Is what I'm starting to worry. I haven't seen any Amrau Scouts yet, or Blight Speakers, or any of that ilk. And I need those, so. But we'll take Stinkweed Imp. He's fine. Alright, now this is nice. I love Marsh Flitter, and normally it would be the pick here, but there's an Amrau Scout, and that's exactly what we're looking for. I mean, at this point, she tutors for half of our deck. So, yeah, that's what we're taking. We're taking the Amrau Scout. It doesn't look very impressive, but let me tell you, Rebels does a lot of work for us. Sudden Shock is decent. Esperzo is fine. Echoing Truth is fine. We're just going to take Warren Weirding. That makes him sack a guy. I mean, if they have like changelings or something, we can just side it out. So, not too bad. Not too shabby. And on all honesty, sometimes we can sack our changeling if we absolutely need to. And why would we do that, you ask? Who knows? Maybe we need 2 1/1s. Maybe it's exactly what we need. That's something that you would never see in an actual draft, which is the cryptic command. We're just going to take another Warren Weirding now. Nice little removal spell. Ooh, Saltfield Recluse or Executioner's Capsule. You know, we've already got 4 or 5 removal spells. I think we just need Recluse. Recluse is awesome. He's insane. It does just makes combat a nightmare for our opponent. I don't need any of this stuff, so we'll take Brute Force. I will take Warren Pilferers, however, as he brings back a lot of my stuff. Also, I don't normally like running Dark Confidant or Dark Confidant-like stuff in draft, but when our curve is this low, it's decent. He's also infinitely better than the Pain Seer that came out with in Theros. A lot of people tried defending that one in draft, and there's really no reason to use it. It just requires too much to do too little. We're going to take the Terramorphic Expanse, in case we need to splash for something. Ding 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 dun 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 dun. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Absorb Vis is actually really awesome for us for a number of reasons. One, Absorb Vis is great because you can use it as a finisher if you absolutely need a finisher. But most of the time, what you're going to do is you're going to use it as a way to cycle your land. And cycling your land is good. Also, being able to have a finisher in hand is good. So, Absorb Vis is what we're grabbing. Pretty happy with how this has gone thus far. Sure, we'll take another Dream Spoiler Witch. No sense trying to take the other stuff if we don't really need it. We're not going to use it. We'll take Brute Force. Can probably hide one of those. And I mean, we still have the Death Denied, the Hillcomber Giant, the Fairy Macabre, and the Dream Spoiler Witches. All of which are fine. Alright, now let's get some good stuff. I can't imagine anything better than Cloudgut Ranger. I mean, yeah, Death Cloud is nice. You know, it's pretty. But Cloudgut Ranger just creates a board state, and that speaks volumes about how good the card is. So that's what we're taking. Ooh. The choice, I like Stinkweed Imp quite a bit, but I like Blight Speaker a whole heck of a lot more. Blight Speaker tutors for all of our stuff, so Blight Speaker is what we are taking. And we're going to be pretty happy about that, I think. So, Blight Speaker it is. Also, Blight Speaker lets us chip away at our opponent's life total. That's what this kind of a deck is good at. I will, however, splash for Tromp the Domains. Tromp the Domains is insane. This card just absolutely breaks games. And if we can get our hands on one more Terramorphic Expanse, it's worth taking. Avian Changeling is good too, but as is Tide Hollow Sculler, but Tromp the Domains is a win condition. Plus we've got the Absorb Vis and the Terramorphic Expanse to kind of cycle for our lands. We're just going to... there's a Blight Speaker, which lets me tutor for more Rebels. Another Stinkweed Imp, a Saltfield Recluse. I mean, I want all 3 of those cards, but we have to take the tutor. So, Blight Speaker it is. And Veteran Armorer is pretty good for us. Nice early drop. Makes our little weenie strategy kind of a little bit better. So, we're going to take Veteran Armorer. Hirobi's Whisper is awesome, as is Saltfield Recluse. I do want Hirobi's Whisper, I think. I think our deck just needs a lot of hard removal spells, so that's fine. We'll take the Whisper. Deals with a lot of power. Deals with a lot of stuff in the set, so that's what we're taking. And Drag Down is good. I mean, Drag Down's decent. Even if it's only for -2/-2. It's a nice little spot removal. Yeah, so far so good. So far things are looking up. Pretty happy with how this has gone. I mean, this has not been bad at all. Festering Goblin's fine. Nice little 1-drop. We're like super aggressive. I may run that Death Deny just to make sure that we like if we start losing our guys, we can bring them all back. Death Cloud Wield. We're just gonna take Absorb this. It's gonna let us splash for that Tromp the Domains pretty nicely. Nice little poor man's finisher. I'll gladly take another drag down. I'll happily... Ooh, Avian Changeling Wield. Avian Changeling it is. I was going to take that Terramorphic Expanse to ensure our splashing, but Avian Changeling's a good evasive creature for our deck. The only thing that I'm bummed that we don't have are the Amrau Seekers. Amrau Seeker is a sweet card for us, but we've got everything that we need to make the deck competitive. I'm not going to play any of these. I'll just take the Siphon Life, I guess. Like, we've got the stuff that tutors for our guys. We've got a finisher and Tromp the Domains. We've got a lot of good removal. Decent mana. I'm pretty happy so far. So, pretty thrilled. Pretty thrilled. Alrighty then, let's do this. Let's go Draft Radio. That's us. Okie doke. Alright, drafted deck is being made. Excellent. We can start cutting some stuff. Alright, we got Drag Downs, Gleams, Absorb Vistas, Tromp the Domains, Warren Weirdings, Bound in Silence. 21, 26, 28. So we could probably drop Festering Goblin. I don't really need Festering Goblin too much. That brings us to 27. We cut 4 more cards. I can cut one of the Drag Downs. Probably one of the Absorb Vistas. A Warren Weirding. And we'll see where we're at. It took both of the Drag Downs down, and it took both of my Warren Weirdings out. So we're still at 21. And it took both of my Absorb Vistas. Excellent. Wonderful. We are just going to copy paste this, however. We've gone to Disney movies now, because I've realized that a lot of them, there's a lot of great Disney movie puns that can be made. So we've got a Terramorphic Expanse. Right now we're sitting at 18, 20, 21, so we have 2 more cards that we can add, and I'm going to put 1 Absorb Vis and 1 Warren Weirdings in. And then let's take a look at our mana split. We're probably going to want to run 1 Forest. And then we can just do... Oh, what is this? We can just do, I think... it doesn't matter. I think we're gonna do 8 swamps and 7 plains. And my reasoning for doing 8 and 7 is that the Rothy Trapper is going to need to leave up some mana to tap stuff down. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 8 swamp and 7 plains. Alright guys, and Jank Story 3 is ready to go. Hopefully it will be a satisfying ending where nobody falls into an incinerator. Awesome. I will see you all in round 1.